idea just pretty much through personal need. Because I used to buy shirts off the rack, and it was very hard to find the ones that fit. One day I tried this old tailor on the street corner, and and so it obviously fit better than off the rack. It still wasn't perfect. At the time I wasn't sure why, but then it's still better. So so I went a few times, and it just got really boring because he didn't offer much guidance. He was like a 70-year-old man. Yeah, it just wasn't a great experience. And so we thought we thought the experience could be improved in so many ways. And from a more business perspective, we thought that if we could improve the experience, then there would be this very large untapped market of people like myself who've never been to a custom tailor before. So it was definitely out of a personal need, a personal pain point. We did a test run as well, so we had a small selection of fabrics, and then we had a foam board with some basic collars and cuffs, and we tried out some friends and we did some surveys. Quite a few people we spoke to, they said that they would only buy off the rack, they haven't tried tailoring before, and sort of the main reasons were that it looks very frumpy, kind of intimidating, very complicated, and they couldn't communicate with a tailor because he was kind of very old and didn't know what young people wanted. And so we saw there was a clear need there. There's two sides to this. So on one hand, in trying to get this business running, and we're trying to find a tailor to work with. Quite a few of the tailors we approached, they thought we were kind of crazy. What are you young people going into the dyeing industry? And so they didn't really pay much attention to us. On the other hand, there are a few very nice tailors that we met that were very glad to see some sort of young bucks coming into a very old industry. And so the tailor we're working with now, he's like 70. And he's very, very nice, very kind. So we spent a long time sort of figuring out the actual business model. At first we thought we'd have to hire a tailor, sit him in our store, give him a sewing machine. And then we found out, okay, well actually that's not really how it works. So we had to ask around, do a lot of grunt work. And it also took a while to find a tailor that we could work with. Also, with this product, it's inherently fairly complex. So if you take maybe 200 fabrics, 6 collars, 24 buttons, if you do the math, I think it works out to something like 7 million possible shirts that you can make. And you have to get the exact one right for the customer, and with the added complexity of the sizing. So that was something that we struggled with early on, was the product complexity. But then we built up some systems, quality checks. We thought the process was still okay, and very complex, and there wasn't much guidance. And so we wanted to make it as simple as possible and make it very structured. So we came up with our shirt bar. Which is just a fancy name for step-by-step approach to building. So typically when a customer comes in, we would explain to them there's two main ways to pick your shirt. One is you can go through the shirt bar and pick everything yourself. If that's a little bit too much to handle at the beginning, one idea we came up with is some shirts on the rack that people can use to get some ideas. So I work with my partner Mario, who's our creative director, and he came up with maybe 30 shirt designs that we change up all the time. And the purpose of these is to give some idea of what the finished product will look like. To give the customer some ideas about what's possible. So we change out the yoke, the collar, add a contrast pocket. With our business, it's the kind of business where once they find the right tailor, then they'll usually come back since everything's worked out already. So we don't mind taking the hit early on and getting a good experience. So sort of our key goal is to acquire new customers and have them experience the store, because it's easier to get your existing customers to buy more than it is to acquire new customers.